Okay, we are definitely live. So, well, I'm sure we can, we're waiting for more people to join, more committee members, and I think I probably need to be on Zoom to see if there, yep, more people are in the waiting room. Admit. Yeah.
You got it?
Yes, I think so. Yes, please. And well, everybody that's joining us, we are waiting for more of our members to join. I am letting them into the room now. I do like the hair, Nancy.
I was going to say it's liberating. And if anyone's ever thought about it, they should do it. They should just do it.
Everybody I've heard say or talk about that has given the same advice. So I agree with you.
I will say I love being a 60-year-old woman, and I do not mind looking like it. I'm good with that. More time to play with the squirrels. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Let me see. There's some people who are trying to join, and I'm resending them the Zoom link. And I have to be. Okay, and we have another joining, and I'm sure that more people will join as we are going. And I see your camera on, Juan, now, just FYI, but it's showing the table.
Yeah, I have no idea why it's doing that.
It's not turning around for you. You may have to turn the camera around to you then. And I think we have pretty much everybody joining that was going to be joining and presenting. If we want to go ahead and get started.
Well, good. I'll get us going. For those who don't know me, I'm Lee Jinks. I'm your 2021 president for Greater McAllen Association of Realtors. And I welcome everyone. Let's get started with our invocation and pledge. Monica, would you like for me to do those, or did we have somebody that we wanted to?
Zendia's able to do the yes,
very good.
Dendia's good to go.
Well, Dendia, then I'll turn it over to you, and then we'll do the pledge afterwards.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this lovely day, and we thank you for all membership who are present on this call and those that are not, Father God. We just ask that you would be present in our conversations today to disseminate this information and to learn and grow. We thank you, Lord, and we just ask you to continue to heal our world with all the issues that each of us are facing, Lord. And we have an extended gratitude to you for healing, Lord, for those families that are represented here, for those that are hurting, those that are cold, those that are hungry, Lord. We just ask that you would continue to watch over us, Lord. We just ask for strength and guidance through this conversation today and through this meeting. It is in your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Dendia. And the next, the pledge, which you would normally have to stand and and we can pledge standing. However, you'll notice that I'm not going to be able to stand because I'm in my vehicle. I've had to travel this morning, and I will tell you that it's a little cooler in Houston than it was when I left the Valley, though it has warmed a little bit since I've been here. But let's do that. So we'll start with the pledge to the U.S. flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now the Texas flag.
And
Honor
then to
the
the
Texas
Texas
flag.
flag. I pledge allegiance to thee,
Texas,
Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. And David, let me apologize to you. I didn't realize you were supposed to be leading that, and so I was kind of rolling over you, I think.
You're good. You're good.
So, yeah, okay, very good.
Team effort. Team effort.
Yeah, good. We'll do that. So as we've got started, you'll see here that Nancy Annison has a little different look than what we've seen in the past years. She's hot and sexy, just as she always is,
Love
just
it.
in a different way. Nancy is our rep for Old Republic Protection, and I'm just going to hand it over to you, Nancy. I already know you know what to do.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh my God, I missed you guys. Can I just start with that? Facebook tells me, I'm unmuted, right? Yeah. Facebook tells me that this time last year, I was in the Valley for about 3 weeks. I was throwing down new brochures. I did about 3 CE classes. And I mean, seriously, about 3 weeks. And then I came home, and I can tell you I haven't left. I haven't left since then. So yay, people to talk to. And I love that everyone is healthy and happy. So when I look at who I'm talking to, it helps me with what I want to say to you. You know, your brokers, your producers, your business leaders. So first off, and this will not be a surprise to you, in the COVID year, we took in, good morning, we took in 40,000 extra calls for appliances. I want you to think about that. For appliances, our big ticket is always summertime, and it's always AC, and plumbing is next. Okay, like in South Texas, you guys know why you sell warranties. It's for the AC. But I am telling you, over a 7 or 8 month period, we took in 40,000 extra appliance calls. Your people are home. They're using their dishwasher, washer, dryer, stove like never before. And so again, you know, I know who I'm talking to here. If you're looking to get your agents motivated, you know, I mean, I know we don't cold call, but warm calls. Oh my God, warm calls, because that's where people are right now. How do we know that? Because they're using stuff. I hope that I have all of y'all's business and that you're aware when we provide service, but even if you're using a different company, you get notice, right? When service is provided, you know about that. Your agents know about that. What a great time to call and talk to those people. I'm telling you, they're home, okay? And like me, they probably would love to have someone to talk to, someone to stay in touch with. On the business side, I also want to tell you, it's not been easy providing service in a COVID world, okay? Your people are home, they're requiring more service, but I want you to think about your major warranty companies work with small independent mom and pop shops. That's who we want to do business with. Some of them have not been taking calls. Some of them had people out, people sick, you know, deaths in the family. It's all around been a little bit more of a struggle, which is why I would always say it's an awesome time to warm call and to just intensify those relationships with past clients for a lot of different reasons. I want to tell you that this is the same plan. Nothing has changed. What you have in your office is current. I don't see us making any changes in the immediate future. But I promise you, as soon as we do, you guys will immediately have it. You know, I'm very good about getting it to you. I want to encourage you to ask your clients or your agents, call me. A few of y'all have, and I know you've gotten good response when someone that you're training or an agent in your office says, yes, I spoke to Nancy and she explained things to me. So let me do my job. Let me do my job and help you train your agents in warranties, or maybe answer any more questions that you might have, because again, we have time for that. I am putting calendars in the mail to everybody, 2021 calendars. And let me use this as a reminder that in the toolbox, you guys can make this calendar with your picture. It's a nice way of having my picture on your desk. And I love that you guys love me that much. But this could be your picture, your company logo. And for your offices, you should have a stand of these in the front for people to grab as they go out. If you're doing buyer's packets, a calendar should be in there. So that's a plug for that. And then I will say, you know, I've said this for almost 16 years. Next month is going to be 16 years. That blows me away. You guys are the longest relationship, seriously, other than my cat, of 17 years that I've ever had. Old Republic Home Protection truly, truly appreciates the opportunity to be of service. I appreciate your trust. I appreciate your business. And I try to always go the extra mile for you and your clients. You guys have any questions for me? Was that a lot?
Nancy, I want to thank you because of what you're doing, of the service that y'all are providing our clients. What it's doing is it's maintaining the value of the properties that make it easier for us to sell. So thank you for being there for us.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I would say if you've got a property, you know, every time we provide service, you get notice of that. Hold on to that. Put that in the file. If you're in this business for more than 3 or 4 years, you're going to sell that house again, right? Somewhere down the line, you're going to sell it again. How awesome to have your own history of repairs and things. And again, I'll say it's a great opportunity to reach out to your clients. We're all about relationships. I look for the positive of COVID and how we've had to change how we do our business. And to me, it's just an awesome time to focus on those relationships even more. Just like my relationship with y'all. I thank y'all so much. It's truly a pleasure to support your board and to have the opportunity. So thank you, Monica.
Awesome. Thanks. Thank you so much, Nancy. We really appreciate that. And next up on our agenda here is the Women's Council of Realtors. And so let me introduce to you Terry Sipes. Terry?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. Joining me today also is Ronnie Ontiveros, our president-elect. And just wanted to touch base with you all. You know, it's 2021. We had to learn how to pivot and change. You know, as y'all know, 2020 was a challenging year. And looking forward to 2021, we are, you know, adapting to it. We did have our first successful in-person event. And actually, after this meeting, we're getting ready to provide our members a free CE class. And tentatively save the date for March 11th. We are having an industry event, and we're having Judge Cortez be our speaker, but venue is to be announced. I'm looking forward to a productive year full of education and giving back to our members. Should anyone have any questions about Women's Council Realtors, you know, feel free to call me or any of our board members on the board. I mean, we do have our website, we have social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, I'm very accessible. So if anyone has any questions about Women's Council Realtors, feel free to contact me directly.
Awesome. Thank you, Terry. And Ronnie, we really appreciate you guys and what you do for both GMAR and for realtors in general. And so now to our main program for our main speaker for the meeting today. This is Brianna Gowing. She's with the Texas Veterans Land Board, and she is the marketing director for the Texas Veterans Land Board. Brianna, are you with us now? I don't see, since I've got such a small screen, I don't have so many here.
She is on.
She is on.
Yeah, Brianna, there you are.
Yes, hi.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you for
Thank
inviting
you for
me.
joining us. Yes.
Glad to be here. Well, if it's okay, should I just jump in? Okay, I see
Yes,
nods.
ma'am. Please
Okay,
do.
so
Yes.
I just want to let you all know how much we appreciate realtors who work with veterans, and it's even better if you know about the Texas Veterans Land Board. So I just want to thank you all for doing that. And I don't know if Monica mentioned this, but you know, the Veterans Land Board does special loans. It's unique to Texas. We do land, home, and home improvement loans. And so there have been some changes recently. We do actually have a 3-person board. So the VLB board met recently, and they made some changes that you all may be interested in. And 2 of those are affecting, well, one affects the interest rate. So for our land loan sales, the interest rate has just been reduced from 7.25 to 6.95. So I think one of the things that makes us unique for these land loans to veterans is the fact that there's no strings attached. So people can build or not build. They can use it for, you know, just going out and enjoying it. They can use it for hunting, whatever they want. So the loan terms are also up to 30 years. So that's another thing that makes us different than I think most land loan lenders, is the amount of time to pay it off. And of course, we try to work with every veteran and their circumstances on that. Also, the other thing that changed was that our home assistance program allows veterans to purchase a home up to $548,250. And so what VLB does basically is we set the interest rate. So we work with participating lenders, and they're all on our website, and they agree to offer this special interest rate. So this week it's 2.88 for veterans. And then any veteran who's 30% or more disabled would get a 0.5% off that. So 2.38 would be what they would pay for a home loan. So I understand that about 40% of veterans are probably 30% or more disabled. So that's a lot of veterans who would qualify for the lower interest rate. Then they could still get a FHA, VA, or conventional loan. So for a lot of veterans too that qualify for VA loan, you know, if you can get that interest rate and the VA loan, it makes it a lot more affordable for veterans. And the reason I mentioned home improvement loans is because I know sometimes people need to fix up their house maybe before they put it on the market, or maybe they can buy a fixer-upper and then get a home improvement loan down the road. So we allow people to get both a home and a home improvement loan, assuming they qualify with the credit. So that would be something maybe to know. And then the home improvement loans that we offer are the same interest rate as the land loan. So that's 6.95% now. So I'm not sure how much time I have, but I would just like to let you all know that if your office is interested in having us do a separate, you know, Zoom meeting and going over all this, we'd be glad to do that. We also do on Fridays, do a weekly Zoom at noon for 30 minutes. Anybody can sign up on our events calendar, www.vlb.texas.gov, and you know, get an overview of what we offer, and then there's time usually to answer questions.
Brianna, I've gone ahead and added the link to your website in the comments we are on Facebook Live right now. And so I've added the link to your website in the comments.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
And Brianna, I've got a question for you. My very first home purchase was through the Texas Veterans Land Board. So I guess my question is, now that mortgage has been paid off, would I be eligible to do that again, or is that only a one-time? I don't remember on that one. I know with the VA you could pay it off and then reuse it.
Oh, no, that's a great question. No, absolutely. You could use this again. Once mortgage is paid off, you're welcome to use this again. You can use, if you need to, all 3 loans simultaneously. You just couldn't have 2 home loans at the same time. But once one is paid off, yes, we'd love you to come back to us.
There you go,
Awesome.
Lee.
Very good.
Another house.
Okay. Well, very good. We really appreciate you dropping in and giving us this information. And then, of course, being able to have access to you here so we can get additional information we need to. As Monica said, that she's put the link in our notes here. So you guys have access to that. And again, thanks again, Brianna, for joining us.
Well,
Also,
thank you.
I
Okay.
want to add that we have we send out to our membership at least once a week on Wednesdays generally an email with the registration link for your webinars. So also our membership knows that if they needed to, they can find those emails to the registration link. You just click on the button on the link and it takes you to your registrations.
Thank you so much. Hope everybody has an awesome weekend.
You too.
Awesome.
Thank you
Bye.
for joining us.
Okay, we'll go on to the next item on our agenda are the committee reports, and everybody's, I think I've seen everybody online here, so we'll just kind of run down and let's start with the budget committee. Dindia, you're up.
So good morning, and thank you all for being on the call this morning. And thank you, ladies, Brianna, Terry, and Nancy. Appreciate you being here. And we had our first budget committee meeting Tuesday, January 19th at noon. And we set our meeting calendar for the year and just kind of opened up with some housekeeping business, introduced all of the new members. And I want to say thank you to the committee members who've joined. We have a wonderful mix, returning members, and then also some that are new, learning the ropes. So I'm very excited to see lots of new faces on these committees. This is what makes us grow and learn and become better at what we do for everyone here. So thank you for that. The big thing that we did is we recapped our financial institutions that house our funds. So we went over that and looked at each financial institution. And then we also approved our 2021 budget going into the new year. And that was without reservation. And that was a short meeting. So again, thank you. And again, if you have any questions, do let us know. And I just want to say thank you for starting out the year with a bang. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you, Dindia. And our new committee, it's the Diversity and Inclusion Committee, Chairman Missy Cardenas.
Good morning, everyone. And reiterating from what Dindia said, I think you're going to see a whole lot more purposeful reactions and encouragement from all of our leadership in identifying new leadership amongst us and hopefully bringing us all up. I love that we're seeing new faces. I think that for whatever reason, whether it be cultural or educational, we were taught to be small. We were taught to be humble and quiet and speak only when spoken to, or whatever reason where we thought maybe it's imposter syndrome or whatever reason. We're going to break it this year, and we're going to find that little light inside of you, and we're going to make it shine. So I'm so glad that we're seeing a whole lot more new faces, and we encourage even more. So I have a feeling a lot of you guys out there have already received a personal phone call from me and have already heard that little lecture saying, I think I see something in you and you need to step up. So example right here with PR, Clarissa was awesome last year and year before, and I've heard from her. She is going to be an amazing PR chairperson. Y'all just wait, seriously. She's going to rock it. So we've identified lots of people, and y'all are probably already on some of our lists. So I'm glad that we're seeing new faces. About diversity, that's exactly what this is. We're identifying leadership within our membership, and we're bringing us up from within. So you don't see the same leaders over and over again in those same positions. So this is our whole goal. This is what we're trying to do, and this is how we grow. Outside, externally, we're also working with, this incorporates into our ethics, and making sure that we're giving opportunities to people who didn't realize they had these opportunities or had been kind of stepped aside and pushed away in a not so good practice. So we're breaking that now. We're being a whole lot more vocal, and our actions are starting to work with it. So I'm glad to report that this first little committee meeting, there were some numbers that validated what we thought we were doing. And it was good to know that our leadership at GMAR is actually pretty reflective of our membership and pretty reflective of the community that we serve. So I was really excited to hear that. It's an unofficial census report on us, but it was enough to be able to give us an idea that we're in the right place. And not only that, but some of the associations that are around us are taking note, and they're starting to change. So we're a role model within our own little real estate industry. And I'm very, very proud of you guys because y'all recognize that. Some of the action items that we've seen have been little baby steps, and some of them have been pretty monumental. So I was really excited to hear that we have an apprentice foundation that is identifying people who want to become realtors, but maybe not have the financial backing for it right now, or didn't think that they were, again, the imposter syndrome. They didn't think that they could get up to this level. So now we're starting to create this little apprentice foundation to hopefully encourage people who maybe not have had the opportunity to become a realtor. And instead of a salesperson, let's get them licensed and actually into our industry. So if you see somebody like that out there who could be a really good realtor partner for us, please identify them, let them know that there's opportunities for them, and come to any of the diversity committee members, or Monica, I'm going to put you on the spot, have them shoot them over to us and see if maybe we can qualify this person into it. We're in the very beginning stages of it. Same thing with CCIM. We don't have a lot of CCIMs down here, and we are there's a scholarship program now available for minorities to attain their CCIM. That's a huge little set of initials after your name. It gives a lot of recognition, and there's a lot of prestige that goes along with it. It's not easy. It's a very difficult thing to do, and it's even more difficult if you can't afford it. So if you have somebody who is interested in the retaining their or attaining their CCIM, please let us know. You should have received an email yesterday that would give you a link to a change in bylaws and the approval of the diversity committee to make us legit within GMAR. Please vote yes. This is part of our, again, our big ethics umbrella under NAR. And I do look forward to becoming official rather than just a little teeny little group that we are right now. And I do hope to grow. However, I want to make sure that we are focused on our goals and our agenda this first year. So we're being very, very careful with who comes on board. This is a huge undertaking. This is a lot of information and a lot of action items. So I expect a lot of results and attention from those who step forward and want to become committee members. So this is not just a little resume patter. This is a lot of work, but it's good stuff. And oh, last thing, if you go to February 2nd on the Texas Realtors Facebook, you'll see what they have just given out as a DEI deck, and that is shareable for all Texas Realtors to be able to share within their own social media. It's what's called a DEI deck, and it'll give little synopsis of what it is that we're trying to do and how we need to implement it. So I encourage all of y'all to go into the Texas Realtors Facebook and check that out, and please feel free to share it. Please read through them first so that way you all know. DEI is a pretty big topic. Sorry. They always do this. I gave them bones to be able to be quiet for the meeting. It didn't work. They would. And with that, please read them, share them, and I will log off before all the dogs start to go into the meeting.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Missy. We really appreciate all the hard work that you're doing for this association and for realtors in general. Next up on the agenda is the Education Committee. Monica's going to give us an update.
Hello guys, and good morning. For those of you that are wondering, no, I'm not fishing. We had inspections early here on Padre Island, so excuse the attire. We had a really great meeting, lots to look forward to. My hats off first and foremost to Monica and Humberto, who had to roll with the punches last year and try to get all the classes set up via Zoom, you know, social distancing, and it was a lot to take over. And you know, they really worked very hard for all our members for that reasoning. We are still trying to continue the university GMIR, which is exciting. You still have the opportunity to take some of your basic package, of course, all of the other courses that you have in reference to your premium packaging. Right now, pricing is still the same. Again, you can take a lot of classes and be able to pay as you go without having to come out of pocket. Renewal comes fast, guys. So again, we are glad to have you take any of the classes through university, but at the same token, we're trying to see what else will come onto the agenda, considering we are still social distancing or, you know, working with that. So that being said, of course, I'd also like to thank the fact that we're still going to try to have the CCIM in August. Again, also that class could be paid for in payments for our members. We'll continue with our marketing videos as well, and we look forward to continuing to make GMR University and of course your education as best you can. So thank you guys. Thanks for your time.
Awesome. Thank you, Monica. Great update, guys. GMR University is absolutely incredible. If you're not aware of it, if you're not aware of how it works, do look into it. All my new realtors, I make sure that they get signed up. They can start working on getting, you know, GRI, SAE courses completed, and then anybody like myself, even I'm signed up this year to get the courses I need just to renew my license as well. So it's a great program. We really appreciate the work that you've done, Monica. Next up on the agenda is the MLS committee. David Cáceres, what do we got going on the MLS committee?
Nothing.
Oh, good. Okay, next, please. Let's see here.
No, we've got a pretty good chunk of action items on our plate that have carried over from last year into this year, on top of course, with all of the waves being made in the industry and the evolution. So I'm going to echo what Dendia and the rest of my colleagues have mentioned about seeing this huge influx of volunteer leaders showing up at the door and saying, hey, what can I do? How can I help? It showed up very prominently at the MLS doorstep, and so we had to really look at what we wanted to do.
I did my part already, so now I can pick my ass, so to say.
Somebody need her. There you go. But yeah, it was awesome to see how many volunteer leaders were showing up and wanting to help as much as they could wherever they could. So we wanted to open up the doors to that and see how much we could advance, how quickly. And you know, as I mentioned in our first committee meeting, I wanted to thank all of our previous volunteers, all of our previous leaders within the MLS committee for all of the awesome work they've done for advancing and moving the association forward up until this point. But with as many people as we're knocking on the door, we had to open up some of the seats to see what we could do. And we've carried over those projects that were attached with that. And so we are actively working on the automated listing checker within our MLS listings. So that is one thing that's been a project that's ongoing. It is a huge task trying to figure out how to accurately map all of the authorized verbiage, all of the data, making sure where it's coming from and how it's going to be published so that any published listings are accurate, out on the marketplace. Aside from that, I know that the biggest buzz, aside from yesterday's, but we'll address that later. Right now it's too early, but one of the biggest buzz that's been going on for a while is the DOJ and NAR agreement. I know people have Googled this and looked at the rule changes and the concerns. The MLS committee is aware of it. We've known about it since the beginning. We've been watching it, but ultimately it's not in full effect yet. Discussions are still being had and implementation is not done yet on the national level. So we are basically on a standby with that, hoping to see what we will need to do once everything actually kicks into full gear. And so we wanted to make sure that we were ready and positioned for that. So we are actively monitoring and waiting for any updates from our state and national leadership on that. As far as, I'll kind of touch on the elephant in the room. I don't think it's as big of a deal as we think it is. Industries are changing, mergers are happening, things happen. We need to evolve with it. How this will happen, how this will affect is yet to be seen. Ultimately, I don't see it as negative as most people do, but time will tell. I will always leave that door open, and the MLS committee will be ready to address any issue as it comes forward. But other than that, we're trucking along. We've got a lot of things on our plate, and we're ready to move forward as fast as we can. Before we would take a couple years to implement things and get things done. Now we're seeing that things are changing quarterly. Every 6 months, something new is happening. We need to move very, very fast and implement very quickly. So I want to thank everybody and bear with us. Submit as much information as you can on any concerns that you have. That way we can all research and address it with good time so that we can adapt and continue growing the association forward. One little piece of information that we learned from last year is that NAR nationally was kind of speculating that there was going to be a drop in membership because of COVID. Through the MLS memberships, through the MLS data and what we've seen, we at GMOR actually saw an increase. We saw a growth and a continual growth. So what we're doing here is working. What we need to improve on, we need to find and we need to crank that volume up and continue to grow and continue to push forward. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, David. We really, again, appreciate the work that you do as well. This is, obviously MLS is one of our key committees. Next up is Member Engagement Committee. Juan De La Garza is going to give us an update on that. Juan?
Good morning, everybody. And I apologize, technology is not on my side this morning, so my video is not on. But we met on January 27th. We had a noon meeting and we went over the approved list of the 2021 committee members. We also went over our scheduled meetings for 2021 and then our member tracking report as of December 2020 to 2021. So on that part, we're on 1143 primary members, 67 secondary, and I believe 131 on the MLS only, going back to what David just mentioned. And on new business, we did go over the 2021 member orientation PowerPoint that GMAR put together for new member orientation for all the incoming new members. And we also went over there's a new NAR new member orientation module that's been put together by them. And we're leaning towards having the new members go onto their platform and do their orientation just because it's a little bit more interactive. So we actually had a motion in our meeting for the board of directors to approve next week, I believe. And the motion is to require the new members to complete the NAR orientation certification. At the end of the module, there'll be a certificate that they can print out and bring over to GMAR in order for them to attend GMAR's orientation at that point. And that was it. We had a short meeting. That concludes the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. Next up is Political Affairs. Our chairman for the Political Affairs Committee is Sergio Adame. He's going to update us on legislative sessions and upcoming local elections. Sergio?
Sorry, just go ahead and unmuting here. Good morning, everyone. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to GMAR Connect on Facebook Live and taking the time to get the updates on what we've been working on for you, our members. First off, we had our first Political Affairs Committee meeting on January 29th, and we were able to cover some important topics, such as the fact that we are in legislative session, and the second, that we're also in a local election season. As far as the legislative season is concerned, this is important because the legislature will be passing bills that cover property rights, which is the main reason for this committee. Please visit Realtors, or please visit Texas Realtors in the member portal to find out and read a little bit more about that. Additionally, I do want to report that Realtor Day at the Capitol will be virtual this year and will be in March. Unfortunately, we don't currently have a schedule yet. However, the association will send out an email as soon as the dates have been confirmed. Finally, it is election season in the local elections, so it is our intent to find constituents that are in line with our association vision with private property rights. It is also the association's intent to publicly endorse those candidates who are in line with our vision and provide a tree pack donation that will hopefully send a clear message that we are here for private property rights and the procurement of our association with its members. I want to encourage those of you that want to participate in the Political Affairs Committee to contact the association or request a form, as our next meeting is scheduled for February 19th. We're excited for what the year has ahead of us. Thank you. Please stay safe, healthy, and warm in the upcoming days, and thank you for your time once again.
Awesome. Thank you, Sergio. I'm glad you mentioned Realtor Day at the Capitol, and I'll be giving a tree pack update here in a minute. But first, PR committee. Our new chairman for the PR committee is the dynamic and incredible Clarissa Guerra. Clarissa, I know you're here, so give us your update.
Strap in, folks.
Good morning, everyone. I thank you for all the kind words. I really appreciate it, and the encouragement that that you all are giving me. And I really do look forward to 2021 and what the PR committee is really going to be capable of accomplishing. Unfortunately, we did not get to meet yesterday due to unforeseen side effects from the shot that we got. But we did reschedule the meeting. We look forward to getting together with, all the members. I'm really excited. We're about, I think last I inquired, it was about over 18 members strong. And this is, a diverse group of individuals, really excited to get involved with the community, to work hand in hand with all the other committees, with the board, to really make an impact in our communities that we help build. And I told them this isn't just about, just being part of an association, but, what do realtors give back to the communities that we really do help, create. So they're excited, and I look forward to meeting with all of them on the 22nd and, continuing the work that we've done with the Comfort House and see what else we can do. So I thank you all very much for your support.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Clarissa. This is, again, I look forward to the work you're going to be doing this year. Now, next up is the Tree Pack Committee. Mac McFarland is our president-elect and also Tree Pack chairman as a result, but he's not with us today, so I'll give that update. Just the first thing I wanted to say about Tree Pack is that it took over last year, and our contributions, our investments in Tree Pack actually dropped off quite a bit. So now that we realize and recognize the fact that that we're still going to be able to do business and the market's still doing well, and we're all still making these sales and we're still doing well, we need to step back up and make Tree Pack work for all of us and get back into investing into our business. Tree Pack was able to get us the essential worker designation, so which allowed us to work last year. And so that's just one example, but over and over again, TreePack helps our business. So we do need to make sure we step up and just, you know, make that contribution, make that investment into your industry so that we can thrive and do and continue to do as well as we're doing. I do want to remind you that our fishing tournament that was postponed or even canceled last year is now scheduled 16th and 17th. So put that on your calendar. Nick Guntu is agreed to take that on and run it like he's done it over these years. This is I expect it to really do as well as it always does. So again, put on your calendar April 16th and fishing tournament. And that's all announcements. So I guess I'm going to turn it over to Monica Pena, our CEO, to go over any finishing announcements that she needs to do. And I'll let you take us out, Monica.
Well, the announcements that we have are for the upcoming classes. And I'm just going to put those on the screen really quick. And that way everybody can see the announcements. But we do want to encourage everyone to go online to register. GMR University is still available. You can purchase that through the Growth Zone. We're hoping everybody's enjoying the Clarity dashboard and the ease in which you can now access all of your benefits that are provided through the association, and you have a better view of everything that we've been working on for quite some time. Also, for those of you watching, in the links, I've added the Texas Real Estate website and the apprentice program that Missy talked about, the link to that website as well, so that you can get more information. And we are very happy to have started the year this way. And we know that this is a virtual general membership meeting, and we're hoping by the end of the year, we will be having these live, and that way we can have big hugs and maybe even those toasted tasty pecans from Miss Nancy, and which we all value. We appreciate everyone who's been patient through all of this and doing what they need to do to keep us all healthy and safe. So
we gotta hurry and get there. We gotta hurry up and get there because Nancy squirrels, statistically they lose 74% of those nuts. we gotta hurry up.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all that I have. And please visit Growth Zone for calendar where you can see upcoming events and meetings. And if you're interested in joining a committee, please submit your committee request form.
New member orientation, it's on the 24th, 25th. If anybody wants to brush up on any of the technology that we've implemented, HomeSnap, the new portal, the dashboard, Realist, RPR, all that stuff, please jump on board. I've recently gotten certified as an RPR trainer as well. So yeah, the new member orientation is not only for new members, everybody show up if you want.
Hey, Monica,
Yes.
Can I just say I took the hint? So let me just say, for whoever can hear my voice, if you will text me or email me who you are and an address, I will put some pecans in the mail to you. Okay. Whoever can hear my voice, text me, email me, Facebook Messenger me. Even if you just got some, you can still reach out to me and I will put some in the mail to y'all, because I have missed making them, honestly, as much as you guys have missed them.
Nancy's phone's about to explode.
Hey, bring it on.
So I feel like we were just in the Oprah show, and it's like, you get pecans, and you get
everybody
gets pecans. So we thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys soon. And please read your emails. Please look out for any more announcements that we have on recent changes.
Don't forget to vote.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Y'all take care.
Bye.